Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is something that I have never filmed before. Today I'm going to talk to you all about some suggestions I have for you for the upcoming Sephora VIB sale. I have a lot of products in front of me and I'm going to try not to make this video too long, but it probably will be a long one. So get your popcorn ready. Get it ready. Today's video is a collaboration. I am collaborating with a fellow YouTuber. Her name is Angela Denise, and I have been following her for quite some time, and she's also been following me. She and I like a lot of the same things. We like a lot of the same products. We both have natural hair, even though mine is covered up right now at the moment. I feel like you're going to love Angela, and she has a welcome message just for you guys.
Hello to everyone over at Savvy's channel. My name is Angela Denise, and today we are collaborating to bring you guys our Sephora VIB spring sale recommendation. I'm sure Savvy has some amazing picks for you guys, and I can't wait to check them out for myself. Once you've watched Savvy's video, I hope that you decide to go ahead and stop by my channel and check out my recommendations as well. And if you like my content, I hope that you'll decide to join the Glam Fam over at my channel as well. I hope to see you soon. Bye.
So again, make sure after you watch this video that you head on over to Angela's channel, check her out, and make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. In the past, the Sephora spring sale has been 15% off, not 20. I don't know why they do that. I do have a little bit of skincare, but this time I'm going to save my skincare until the end because you guys like makeup more than skincare. I've always wanted to do this video. I've always felt like I would end up creating like another favorites video. Obviously, a lot of the products I'm going to tell you guys to buy are products that I've talked about here on my channel in my favorites. So if there's something that I don't mention here, because I've tried to pull products that I really like that I want to tell you guys to go check out, always go back and look at my favorites videos, especially the more recent ones, because they're going to be the products that are, you know, available at Sephora now. The first thing I want to tell you guys about is this primer by YSL. I've talked about it for the last couple of years in my year-end favorites video. I'm wearing it today. Even though I'm a combo girl and I get oily in my T-zone, this does not make me oily. It just smooths everything. It blurs. It adds this nice healthy glow. It's kind of expensive. This would be a good time to purchase something like this. I have two foundations to tell you guys about. The foundation that I'm surprisingly telling you guys to consider buying is this La Mer The Soft Fluid Foundation. I have this on today, and I think when I reviewed this foundation, I even made a couple of people mad because I wasn't all that impressed with it. I was like, it's okay. It almost makes me not want to do first impression videos because sometimes it's just okay when I do a first impression, but after I continue to wear it, I fall in love with it. And that's what's happened with this foundation. It is like age defying. My complexion is so smooth. And I know that this foundation has a lot to do with it. It looks great in photos, it looks great in video, and it looks great every day. And I do get compliments when I wear this. This is the most expensive foundation in my collection. If you want to try a very expensive foundation, this is $120. Now is the time to do it when it's on sale. The one thing about the La Mer is that the shade range is limited, so it may be tough for you to find your shade. But if you can find a shade in the La Mer, I'd check it out. The other foundation that I want to mention, you guys know I love my Dior. They've discontinued the one that I like, and I'm considering purchasing the new Dior foundations. But another one that I love a lot is this Magic foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. Whenever I apply this, I'll look at the finished look, and I'm always amazed at how good my skin looks with this particular foundation. And I think it, just like the La Mer, has like some skin conditioning qualities, some things in it that are good skincare. This is one that's a good one to try out that not many people talk about, but it is really good. I don't have to say much about these two powders because everyone knows about them. They are a cult favorite, the Laurent Mercier Translucent and the Laurent Mercier Translucent Medium Deep. I put the translucent in my concealer areas, then I will put this around the perimeter of my face, and it is gorgeous together. Two new recent ones that I love are the HUDA Beauty and the FENTY Beauty. 0.71 ounces and 0.98 ounces. but I kind of think I like the Huda better, but some days I like the Fenty better. They're both very fragrant. You got to be prepared to deal with that. And this is the banana shade, and this is the banana bread shade. I kind of want to try them in their lighter shade, because one of the reasons I think I like the Laurent Mercier so much is I just love the brightening effect that I get when I use that one. Today I have on Laurent Mercier and the Huda. Like, I always kind of want to mix in the Laurent Mercier because it's translucent. You can't go wrong with any of the powders I've just mentioned. I want to mention this powder brush. This is a great powder brush, blush brush, bronzer brush. This is the Pro Precision Powder Brush number 59. I've talked about it a lot, and it's a great brush. Even though the brush hair is dark, this is a natural haired brush. So it isn't synthetic, it is natural haired, and it is amazing. Lately, I've been reviewing quite a few bronzers here on my channel. I really fell in love with the Hoola Caramel Bronzer. I really like the caramel shade. Even though this looks light in the pan, it is deeper than it looks. I'm wearing it today, but I have on a lot of things. I have on the KEVYN Sculpting Powder. That one's right here too. I did bring this over here. It's really tiny and it's very pricey, and it looks kind of, you know, non-impressive in the pan. But this is really good for contour and sculpting. It's the perfect shade for contour, and it is really small, very travel friendly, but it is expensive, but it is good. Those are the main things I have on. And then a little bit later, like after I applied my makeup, I wanted it to be a little deeper than it was, so I went back in with Toasted. So this is also a Hoola bronzer in Toasted, and I really like these bronzers. They are so good. They're my top pick, but I would also recommend the Fenty bronzers. I just purchased these, so I haven't had as much time to play with these. This one is Bajan Gyal. Okay. I had a few subscribers try to tell me how to pronounce it, but that's this shade, and it's a warm shade. I'm kind of neutral, but I also do well with warm. So this looks really good on my skin, and so does the Coco Naughty. And it's a little bit deeper. So very good. They are really matte bronzers. Both the Hoola as well as these are really matte. So you really could contour if you get like the right shade. Coco Naughty could probably be a contour shade too. Very good bronzers. And the packaging, I mean, come on. Everything that I touch that's Fenty has gorgeous packaging. I love it. My other bronzer, the final one that I want to recommend to you guys, is this Becca Ipanema Sun. It just adds a healthy glow, a radiant finish, but it is not a lot of shimmer, but it is not completely matte. So you just get this beautiful finish. And forever, this has been my favorite bronzer. This is a Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush by Buxom in the shade Mykonos. And it's just this really pretty pink, but it also has a hint of peach maybe. It's a great everyday shade. It's gorgeous, and I'm wearing it today. I've been wearing it in quite a few videos ever since I purchased it. The other one that I like is this teeny tiny, this is the Ambient Diffused Heat, and this is a little bit more bold. It reminds me of more of a berry shade. It has more red in it. The reason I wanted to tell you guys about this is it's a mini, and I purchased it and showed you guys this one a long time ago, and look at how much is still here. Will I ever go through this entire mini? Probably not, because I have a large makeup collection. So during the sale, that's a good time to check out the minis. You can find a lot of this if you're in store in the Beauty on the Fly section, which is near the cash wrap. So it's near the cash register. As you're walking towards the register, there are a lot of minis in that section. And products such as blush and bronzer, if you can see them in store or buy them online, those are products I would suggest that you try out in the minis, like the powders, because they last a long time anyway. You'll never use all of this. That's a tip for this sale. Another product that I want to talk about, once again here on my channel, I've been talking about it a lot, sorry. Natasha Denona Bloom Palette. It has cream blush and highlighter, and then these are glow products. They're powder products. And I am wearing the highlighter and this little peachy color. I'm wearing both of these today along with some other things. I've gotten so I just layer a lot of products. I don't just put on one thing, I layer. This is so beautiful. It's $55. It's a little pricey, but compared to her eyeshadow palettes, this is not that bad. So if you want to try something by Natasha Denona, this is something I would recommend. I'm giving one of these away right now. My giveaway is still going on. This is the Fenty Beauty How Many Carats Diamond Balm. It has 0.28 ounces of product, and I bought the brush that comes with it. And I'm just going to show you guys on my hand. Let's add a little bit more. Can you guys see that sparkle? You see that shimmer? So if you are a person who loves like showing your skin during the summer and you want that glow, it's going to add this beautiful glitter, glistening gorgeousness. You gotta get the brush if you buy this, because this brush is amazing and I just love it. I had this on one night and someone complimented me, "I love your glitter." And I was like, "I love it too, thank you." I filmed the Fenty bronzer video and I meant to grab the Fenty highlighter and forgot. I didn't really care for the new shade of highlighter that just came out. Not for me. I really like more of a champagne colored highlight, so I didn't buy the newest shades. But I do have this one. I have like 3 shades. My favorite is Mean Money and Hustler Baby. The Killawatt highlighters, like I went back to this and I actually can see indentations where I've been using this. And you can only imagine how many highlighters I have. It's really hard for me to get this type of use out of any of them because I'm always rotating them. So that tells you that I use this highlighter a lot. I don't always talk about it, but I use it a lot. And whenever I go back to it, I'm like, oh, this is amazing. Even this more subtle side looks really good down the center of my face. They are to die for. This is the highlighter that's the collaboration between Becca and Chrissy Teigen. And I just really like this one, but I also like Champagne Pop. I have it in rose gold. I have a mini of opal. What I'm trying to tell you guys is you cannot go wrong with Becca highlighters. I've mentioned this like in end of year videos, favorites, all that. Sephora brand is just a good brand to check out, especially if you have fewer coins to spend and you're trying to stretch your money. The price point is less than the other brands that are in the store. This is one of the products that I really have enjoyed. This is the Spice Market Blush Palette. And it has blush, highlighters, but I really love the contour. But I use everything in this palette. The contour shade is a warmer brown. You really could bronze and contour with that shade. It's much warmer, but it is very, very good. I'm ready to kind of wipe off some of the product I've been applying. And so this is also a product I want to tell you guys about. These are the Sephora brand makeup wipes. My favorite ones are the coconut water cleansing wipes, and I think these are like maybe $7, and they are very, very good. Oh, another highlighter, sorry. I picked this one up recently and I've talked about it a lot here on my channel. It says Dior Skin Nude Luminizer. This one is in the shade Nude, and this is what it looks like. I put this on along with the Natasha Denona palette. I don't know why I love this product, because I think it's more subtle than some of my other highlighters, but it just always looks so beautiful on my skin, and I just love it. Like I have on, look at that highlight today. Do you see it? It's amazing. It's these two things, this Natasha product and this combined on my cheek, and it's beautiful. Again, Dior can be pricey, so a lot of things I'm sharing are a little bit more expensive, but this is the time to get it. I have this little tiny one of this. I got it from a BeautyCon box a while ago. This is an Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder, and this one is in the shade Illuminati. And this is a Mac Daddy product, I believe. It's his company. And they now have it in Sephora, and they have a lot of different shades. But this one is Illuminati. If you want to highlight that just lights up the room. These little glow powders are amazing for that. They were like, again, one of those cult favorites a few years ago. Everybody was talking about them. You may want to go check them out. Some of those things are just forgotten about now, but we need to go back and check them out. I don't talk much about this particular palette. I used it a lot when I first bought it. Huda Beauty makes these. This one is Mauve Obsessions, but she has these little small palettes in many different color schemes. She has them in green and purple and blue and like a neutral color, just all these colors, and they're $27. So they're more affordable than her larger palette. So if you want to try Huda Beauty, then this might be the way to go. I've been talking about this particular palette quite a bit. My daughter gave it to me for Christmas. It's not talked about all that much. This is by Urban Decay, and it's the Born to Run palette. The reason I suggest this one, if you're going to buy one palette, this is a good one to consider because you can do everything with it. You have cool tones, you have a black, you have warmer colors. Even some of these might fall in the neutral palette, but you have many shades of matte eyeshadows, and you can create eyeshadow looks for the entire year. That's why I recommend this palette. It does have a mirror. It's got a beautiful package. She told me later that she bought this one because she liked the packaging. She didn't even know if it was going to be a good quality eyeshadow palette. I like this palette. I love how it looks on my eyes, and I think that these eyeshadows are not too over the top. They're just perfect for every day, but you could also use these when going out. I like this eyeshadow palette if you're looking for like just one palette and that's all you're gonna get is this one. This one would be the one that I would say get. I think this is limited edition. But the reason I grabbed this one is I think that there's another one that NARS is selling right now. This is $59. This one is also limited edition, and it's called Ignited, and it's got like some purple shades. It's got like rose gold and purple, and it almost looks a little bit like my Norvina palette. That's what it's reminding me of. I had the Wanted palette. That was the one that I had, and I absolutely love this palette. Let me swatch a few of them for you guys. Even though you cannot get this palette, I just wanted you all to know how good the quality is from NARS, because I don't think we talk about NARS eyeshadows all that much. So I'm pretty sure that this formula is probably also in the newest one they have. So just check it out in store and see what you think of it. I would definitely say if you're looking for a collector's item just to feel fancy to check out this one. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership 5 Bronze Seduction, and look at this. It has beveled mirror. I always talk about it, and the shadows are gorgeous. It just has these toppers that are so beautiful. Her shadows are just beautiful. I would not say pick this one up if you're looking for an everyday eyeshadow palette. It's not that palette. Anytime I use this palette to create an eyeshadow look, it always sends the message of drama. This one is a little bit more everyday. This was the first palette I purchased. I only have those two, and this is $55. So it's a little bit more budget friendly. Mothership Sublime Bronze Ambition. So it's like a miniature version of another one of her palettes, and I love this palette for everyday use. It is gorgeous and beautiful. So those are my eyeshadow picks, and there's probably other shadows that have come out recently. There's other things to buy, but I suggest those. In a lot of my recent videos, I'll have this gloss bomb on one of them. The Original Color and Fussy are the two that I have. I'll have these on when I'm filming before I get to the point where I want to put on my lip. They just look so good. They're just a very beautiful natural gloss, and they smell like juicy fruit. My favorite lip gloss for like topping on top of lips, I have it on now in a very subtle way. Like I put it on and then I also put the lipstick back on top because I want the orange to show. I didn't put a lot of this on, but this is Sugar Sugar by Marc Jacobs, and I talk about it all the time, and he has a ton of shades, but I like Sugar Sugar for topping other lipsticks, and it doesn't leave that kiss of death Like, it doesn't create that line, and it's not sticky or tacky, and it's my favorite, like, opaque lip gloss. I mentioned them in a recent favorites video, but these are a lipstick trio by Pat McGrath. Dare to Bear, Divine Rose, and Pale Fire Nectar are the shades. This is only $25 for this little trio, and I think that this is a great way to try Pat McGrath lip glosses. There's another trio with other shades that are a little darker. I do like them. They are good. This is my Tom Ford lipstick, and they're $55 or something crazy. I paid $53, but I think they're more now. But they are so creamy and they are so good. These are a lipstick trio by Pat McGrath, and also very good. Also $25, and you get this much lipstick. And it is Ami 1995 and Flesh 3. Those are the shades I have. They're matte lips. You still get the nice pretty Pat McGrath design, and they're good for carrying in your purse. So I'm happy that I bought the minis. This color switch by Sephora, I think it even looks different now. When you're doing your makeup and you want to clean off a brush, you just do this, and it takes the color off of your brush. It's a good way for you to use the same brush for different applications. So let's do fragrance really quickly. I talked about this Juliet Has a Gun. Nobody probably has even heard of this brand, but I really like this brand. The perfume just smells nice. It's not a little girl scent. It's definitely a grown-up scent. You'll see them say woody a lot when describing this fragrance, but I like Sunny Side Up and not a perfume. But I just simply grab one of these little samples and just try it on. I just go with it. And this larger one is not a perfume, but I believe this only cost me $25. And I have been using it quite a bit. These samples last a while. I think that's a great way to try that particular brand and maybe some other brands. Other fragrances that I fell in love with this last year, the Tom Ford Edule Sol Blanc. I don't know how to say this. The one that looks like this, very expensive. Now might be a good time to check it out. This is a little sample size of the Chloe Nomad, but I just wanted to tell you guys that's another fragrance I've really been feeling. Chloe Nomad. I really like the Victor Rolf Bonbon. I think this is what this one is called, but it looks like this little cute bow. It gets my vote for best packaging. This one I really like. I also need some Flower Bomb, but I get compliments whenever I wear Flower Bomb. I love that. And this Bulgari, I never can ever say this one, but the one that looks sort of teal in color, it has a very citrusy scent, and this is also perfect for summer. So those are my fragrances that I wanted to make sure to tell you guys about if you're looking for a fragrance to try. Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I love wearing this to bed at night. It is still on my lips when I wake up in the morning. The Ole Henriksen Three Little Wonders. It has the True Serum with vitamin C, a night moisturizer, and I think this is also some type of night serum. I already went through one. I bought this one, but I'm trying to go through a lot of samples that I have of skincare before I open it. I like this foaming face wash also by Ole Henriksen. The Clean Truth Foaming Cleanser is a nice gentle cleanser. I recommend that. I also recommend Origins products. This is their essence, and I'm showing you this. This is an empty one. This is maybe $26. It's less affordable than this essence that I'm using currently by Shiseido. And I really like this essence. It's $60. So if you don't want to pay for this one, this is also very good. But this is really a good item to splurge on during the sale. This is 7% glycolic acid, and this is from The Ordinary, and it's a toner. I use it on a cotton pad. At night, you only need to use it once a day. I see less texture in my skin ever since I started using that product. So it's got to be because of that. Some products that I'm thinking about buying for myself are like the YSL foundation. That was a foundation I always wanted to try, and now they have new shades, so they've expanded their shade range. So I'm thinking of getting that. I need a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush finishing powder, but I want it in the shade medium because the darker one was too dark for me. The Micro Smooth powder, I am almost hitting pan on mine, and I believe I wear the shade bronze. Kojian Dough Cleansing Spa Wipes. I heard a lot of good things about them. They're very expensive, but I was thinking of getting those. A Givenchy highlighter. I heard a lot about that, and I thought maybe I'd want to try that. And the Natasha Denona Cranberry Eyeshadow Palette is really small, and it's $48, so I don't know if I'm going to buy it, but I thought about it. These are some things that I have in my cart right now that I'm thinking about checking out for myself. That's all of my picks, and I'm sorry if this video was a little bit long, but I wanted to get you guys fully prepared to go out and hit the sale. And also make sure that you check out their brushes. The Sephora brushes are phenomenal. Now would be a good time to go check them out. I know I shared a lot of products with you all today. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. I hope that you all have enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to go over and check out Angela's video. I'll link it down below in the description box, and I'll also link it in the cards. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy, signing out.